if you look at what we're building now, I mean, there used to be hundreds of road schemes. The Department for Transport used to have a kind of long list of major schemes, you know, with costing, you know, up to £2 billion a year on road schemes. And now we have a program really that is maybe a dozen schemes that have survived the latest series of cuts. All of those are actually about widening motorways, improving existing roads, which is precisely one of the demands of your campaign, and not, you know, there's no building new roads through any greenfield sites, and even those schemes and this sort of scheme are based on the notion that roads that there will inevitably be more cars on the roads, that the demand is kind of insatiable, that, you know, we'll always need to expand road space because there'll always be the demand for it. But that's not right, actually. You know, it's very difficult to look into the future on this. And transport, if you look at things people were saying about transport 10 years ago about how it will be now, it was completely wrong. And you know, probably any predictions I make will probably be wrong in 10 years' time. But you can look at certain trends that seem to be inevitable. Obviously, peak oil is one of those. You know, it is. You know, the petrol price. You know, I noticed the petrol price here is about £1.20 a litre, which is a little bit higher than in England, but it has been going up inexorably. You know, it hasn't caused a large stir, but you know, a year or so ago, it was nearer £1.10 a litre, and it's been going up steadily and is expected to continue going up. And you know, there is certainly predictions that the oil is beginning to run out, that you know, it's only the recession that actually caused the reduction in the price of oil that peaked in 2008, and that it's probably very likely to continue to rise, particularly if income continues to rise. And the view amongst economists and amongst some transport people is that some sort of road pricing is inevitable in the end, that it might replace some petrol taxes. It might you know, be done in conjunction with some petrol taxes, but ultimately some sort of pricing the use of roads you know, will come about, because you know, that is the logic of the fact that road space is almost the last thing in the world that is only rationed by price. By queue and not by price. You know, it's kind of like in Soviet Russia, where you know, everything was rationed by the fact you had to queue for everything, and road use is really the only thing that is priced like that. And so to cater for a continued demand in traffic is both impossible, because you can't meet the demand for extra space, but also is probably the wrong thing to do, because it isn't necessary that car use is going to keep on going up and up inexorably. So I've mapped out a kind of series of reasons, you know, wider reasons why, you know, I think that you know, you have a good case to oppose this road. And you know, obviously I'm not an expert on your road specifically. I just know about the kind of general situation. But one thing about this road, which seems odd, is that your chairman and other people told me that there are about 12,000 cars a day on it. Actually, since I got to this hotel about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I looked at the traffic go by, and certainly it did not seem an excessive amount of traffic, but certainly that sort of level of traffic is nowhere near enough to justify the sort of road that is being proposed.